The camera lingers on a single black and white photo of Princess Diana, holding baby William in her arms. The sound of rain, soft, steady. A heartbeat, slow and distant. She was the most photographed woman in the world. But what the cameras never captured was her final truth. For over 2 decades, it lay hidden, tucked away in an old writing desk, unseen, unread, untouched by time, until now a letter written by Princess Diana to her son Prince William, a letter. No one was meant to see it, begins simply, "My dearest William, ... And from there, everything changes. This is not a fairy tale. It's not a royal fantasy. This was a mother's last attempt to tell her son the truth before the world silenced her. Forever, beat. A pause, and now, for the first time, you reveal it. The sound of pen on paper, crackling fireplace. Wind howling faintly outside a palace window. It was late July 1997. Diana sat alone at Kensington Palace. The world thought she was happy, freshly divorced. Free at last, but the truth. She was afraid. Afraid of being followed. Afraid of what she knew. Afraid that her time was running out. Diana had confided in her closest friend, her personal butler. Paul whispered. Urgent, she kept saying. If anything happens to me, Paul, just know it wasn't an accident. She believed. She was being watched, listened to, tracked. So she wrote a letter to William, because Harry was still too young to understand. She sealed it in an ivory envelope. No address, no stamp, just for William. But she never gave it to him. She hid it in the drawer of her dressing table, underneath a stack of pressed roses, and then in August 31st, 1997, she was gone. Beat. Closing parenthesis. Paris, a tunnel, a car, a flash, and then silence. The world mourned. The boy wept, and the letter disappeared. When a forgotten heirloom chest was opened during a renovation at Kensington Palace, a worker found it, dusty, wrapped in silk, the handwriting unmistakable. Diana's fade to black. The screen shows only William's grown face, now stern, regal, weathered, but behind the eyes, still that boy. William was handed the letter in private. No aides. No cameras. No press, just him and the truth. Inside were 6 pages written in Diana's flowing hand, raw, unfiltered, devastating. Diana, voice trembling. From the letter, "My darling boy, if you're reading this, then something went wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Pray I am. But my instincts, they haven't failed me yet." She spoke of shadows in the palace, secrets buried under golden floors, men in gray suits, meetings behind locked doors. Diana, voice from letter. "They never forgave me for leaving him, but I had to protect you, both of you." She warned of the crowns. Hunger. How it would try to mold William into something he was never meant to be. Diana, firm from the letter. "They will offer you power, William, but don't let it cost you your soul." She spoke of Charles, of betrayal, of Camilla, of a family divided by duty. And pride. Diana, with pain. "He loved her more than he ever loved me, but I loved you more than I loved myself." Narrator. And then she confessed something even darker, a name, a threat, a fear she never dared voice aloud. Diana, shaken. "If something happens to me, promise me you will never stop asking why." The letter ended not with a goodbye, but with a plea. "Be the king I never got to see. Be the man I know you are. And if you ever doubt the truth, look in the mirror. You'll see me." The photo of Diana returns to the screen this time, her eyes looking directly into the lens, timeless, knowing. William didn't speak publicly about the letter, not at first, but those close to him say he changed. He withdrew from royal duties, began spending more time with his children, more time with Kate. He stopped attending certain meetings. He challenged protocols. Some say he's preparing to walk away from it all, because sometimes the truth doesn't set you free. It reminds you what you're fighting for. One former royal aide put it simply, aide sombre, whatever was in that letter. It broke something in him. Or maybe it woke something up. In a world ruled by power and perception, left behind the only thing that truly mattered, not a legacy, not a title, but a message. A mother's voice, calling out from the shadows of history, refusing to be silenced. Diana is maybe gone. But in that letter, she lives in her words, in her warning, in her love, and in the eyes of the son who read them. For the very first time, my dearest William, never forget who you are, and never forget me.